Welcome to Shorty Super Coach, and today we're going to talk about Jayden Short. Now, he's in 30% of sides, but I'm not on board. I'm not on board. We may share the same last name, but today, Jayden, I'm going to talk you down a little bit, mate. But can I just say off the top, this isn't to say that I'm suggesting that Short's going to have a poor season or he's not going to be a good pick. He's just not for me. I think there's a stack of other defenders that I like a hell of a lot more. And I'm going to dissect a few numbers in a minute that just have me cooling off a little bit. Now, of course, in the Pracky game, what do you have, like 43, enormous score, people jumping on. He's the flavour of the week. You know, he's up to 30% in ownership, like I mentioned, and I reckon that was up from probably anywhere from 4 to 7. I can't quite remember. But I want to just discuss a few bits and pieces, and it's all regarding Basher Hooley, really. Now, halfback flankers, obviously, they love to be receiving the pill, taking those kickouts. They are a high amount of their points. It's where they come from, particularly the kickouts. We love just having, as soon as a point's kicked, you basically know that this guy's going to take it. Or when they switch the ball, short little kicks in the back half, or you got a runner on. You know, you love to have your halfback flanker as the go-to guy out of the back line. And Short was clearly that when he racked up the 43 touches. Now, let's be honest. I mean, it's not going to be that easy in the season. He really mopped up pretty easily. But my main point is going to outline the difference between Short scoring when he is accompanied by Hooley and his scoring when Hooley is not in the side. Now, you might be sitting there and saying, Shorty, I don't give a stuff about Basher Hooley. He's like 32. He's in the twilight of his career. Yeah, he's been good and has probably affected Short's numbers previously, but not this year. Short's the main man. And I'd probably say, okay, fair enough. You know, if you think Short's taking the mantle as the main rebounder, all right, I'll bow to your better judgment. But for me, I don't want to enter the season with any sort of doubts that they're going to dilute each other's scores, or one day it's Hooley scoring the 120, another day it's Short. I want to know that my guy is the guy to go out of the back line. So let's get to the numbers, and I think they're interesting. Last year, now of course we saw Short average really good numbers, 96. But when you dissect them, he played 9 games when Hooley was in the team and 8 when Hooley wasn't in the side. Now, the 9 games when Hooley was in the team, Short scored 3 tons and averaged 92.6. Solid numbers. But when Hooley wasn't there, 8 games, he tonned up 4 times and averaged 101.3. Now, it is a reasonable difference, and that's enough to sort of just make me go, gee, it does make a difference. Even in the finals, when they both played in the same team, Short did average 105, but it was 2 big tons, including the granny. Dare I think about it. He scored like 170, and then in the other 2 games, he had like a 50 and a 70. So he was real hit and miss through the finals. Now, if I can also take you back to 2018, when Short had his second best averaging year, I think it was like 88 or something like that. And again, Hooley had a bit of an injury-affected year too. I think he only played the 13 games. So when Hooley was not in the side, Short on 9 occasions was going solo, and he averaged 91.2. And when Hooley was in the team for those 13 games, Short averaged 81. So it just shows on 2 occasions that when these 2 halfback flankers are in the team, that there is an effect on one another. Now, is Short the #1 mantle now? Is he the go-to guy out of defence? Do the Tigers prefer the ball in his hands as opposed to Hooley's? Is Hooley's body even going to hold up? You might be thinking, his calves are shot, mate. You know, he's not going to last. Short is the guy. You know, they're all valid points, but I just wanted to put it out there that I know he dominated the Pracky game, but Hooley wasn't there. He's going to be there at some stage, and these numbers tell you that it could have an impact on his scoring. So for me, I'm just saying, you know, I wouldn't mind having him in my team at some stage, but I certainly don't want to start with him. You know, if you look at some other guys in our defence that we have as options, you know, like Laird is clearly a stellar selection. Caleb Daniel, you know, he's just the man. He's the man out of the back line. And Tommy Stewart at the Cats, You know, he's always the one on the end of it and taking those marks, getting a high amount of kicks out of the back line. And same can be said for Luke Ryan, you know, and a lot of people would be sort of having that similar discussion with Hayden Young. But I think when you've got two guys who are like premium type of players, we've got to think about it, you know. They at times they'll help each other, but there will be times where one has their day and the other sort of is in the shadow, and it'll switch from time to time. So I just wanted to put that out there. Also, I'm going live on Wednesday. I can't remember when I'm going to schedule this one. I think I'm doing this on the Monday. I've got that many bloody videos going on. I'm really squeezing in a hell of a lot, to be fair, but I wanted to get these videos out to you, so hopefully it all comes together nicely on a schedule point of view. So going live on the Wednesday. I hope you can join me. Cheers.